All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick hit lesson going into, the Lord is shortening the times. All right, we don't have too much longer before, the Lord pulls the plug on Babylon the Great. And that's why, the Spirit has the apostles, the elders, and the brothers on down, being more and more diligent and more on fire for the truth. All right, because the Lord wants us to finish strong. All right, and we don't know the exact time or hour. All right, but we're in that time period where it can happen at any moment. All right. And plus, we know the Lord is speeding, the times up. Let me get a quick precept real quick. This is Romans 13. And 11. All right. It says, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. All right. And when you awake out of sleep, you are awoken. All right. To the 100% truth. All right. And then, the Lord, brings you through, trials and tribulations and purification, methods. And then the Lord reveals unto us more and more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay. So, this word is going out. That's a form of mercy from Yahweh Shema Shai. The fact that it's still readily accessible. Okay. And there's still Israelites that are just waking up even today. Every day there's Israelites coming into the truth. Okay. And the Lord is forwarding his word, because once the elect is sealed, all right, then that's when the Lord is going to bring forth the judgment. That's when the Lord is going to pull the plug on this place. OK, it says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. All right. So, even the time that we think, that how close it is. All right. It's even closer than what we can perceive. OK, and that's the reason why, again, the Spirit is having, the apostles, the elders, brothers to be so consistent and persistent with this word and pushing this truth out. All right. Because when this word is at its highest frequency, that's when the Lord is going to cut it off from being accessible to the public, man. All right, Amos 8 and 11, you can read about that when the Lord is going to send a famine of the word. OK, and Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, is forwarding the end. OK, because time is not perceived, how man perceives time upon the earth. OK, time is dictated by way of prophecy, by way of what the Lord said. Because the Lord could have prophecy drawn all the way out before he brings it the events that has to take place. When he brings those events and make them come to pass, he can draw it out. Or the Lord could have the events happen suddenly, like a domino effect. And then next thing you know, we in the kingdom. All right. So that's how time is dictated. That's why the scriptures tell you, it says, and I believe it's in 2nd Ezra 15 or 16, if I'm not mistaken, where it says, measure thou the times diligently. OK, and what are you measuring the times according to? According to the prophecies, man. All right. And the fact that we see the MOTB is being pushed on a high level, America is finna collapse at any moment. All right. Is letting us know. All right. According to measuring the times, that we're close, even closer than when we believe. So let me get Matthew 24. This is Matthew chapter 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. All right, because right now we're in the worst case scenario. This is the worst captivity that we have ever experienced. Okay, because the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Seminole Indians, as well as the Israelite foreigners that may look like a heathen nation, but their father's lineage goes back to one of the 12 tribes. All right. You know, we've experienced a lot of captivities, man. All right. And now is the Lord, chastening us because we're the Lord's children. OK, and the Lord chastened us on a God scale. And that's why we went through different lifetimes and different incarnations, different captivities. But here in Babylon the Great, under Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. And even in this man's rule within the earth, this is the worst captivity that we've or have ever experienced and are experiencing. OK, the worst for the Israelites, man. OK. And this devil Esau, Edom, he's pretty much, hell bent on destroying everything, including his own self. All right. So if the Lord don't speed up the prophecies and speed up the time, all right, then it says no flesh will be saved. OK, this man would have just destroyed everything and all the animals therein. OK, here it is. This man, he's anti-life. All right. He wants to push, that LGBT. He wants to depopulate the earth. All right. And he wants everybody to be androgynous, and he wants babies to be produced in a machine. OK, and he wants to have AI rule over him, which is Satan, man. All right. And Satanism. So pretty much life is not sustainable with Esau, Edom ruling. So the Lord is going to take this devil out of power. The Lord is going to yield forth these prophecies within our lifetime. OK, I'm going to continue to read. It says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Lord is not going to have us just here to be destroyed, to be the Lord is not going to just leave us here and we're going to grow old and die in Babylon, man. Now, the Lord has awoken us up to the truth, because these things are going to happen in our lifetime. The salvation, the deliverance. OK, because for the hopeful elect. All right. The outcome, it's only victory. There's no tragedy in the stories of the elect. OK, so there's no reason why, even though brothers catch hell, and this truth, like the apostles say, this truth is about suffering. All right. But nevertheless, all right, we should have our heads held up. All right. Because if the Lord is chastening us, that means the Lord is dealing with us, man. And Lord's will, we part of that elect. The outcome of the elect is only victorious, man. It's a beautiful story, man. Let me get a quick precept. Luke chapter 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, meaning the prophecies, all right, because the prophecies is the only things that the prophecy is the only thing that catapults time. OK, because time is not our perception of time is skewed down here as man. OK, on earth. In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to truly understand how time is perceived. But ultimately, it's via the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because, again, the Lord could stretch time out. All right. And by way of holding back the prophecies, or the Lord could, forward the prophecies and have these things happen. And we're in the kingdom of heaven already. All right. So time is not dictated, how Esau, Edom says. All right. Even though we still go by it. All right. But ultimately, we're measuring the times of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. And in the heavens, all right, in the spiritual realm, it tell you that, 1,000 years on earth is only one day in the spiritual realm. OK, so we're on Yahweh Shema Shai's time, man. All right. And the Lord is getting ready, to deliver us. OK, and to get us up out of captivity. We're about to experience the second Exodus, man. All right. So, and we know that during the time, of the Lord delivering us out of Egypt, the Lord had his men, Moses and Aaron, and, Moses was doing miracles, man. And on top of that, the Lord was plaguing Egypt. All right. And then the deliverance came. So we're getting ready to start performing miracles, man, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. We're getting ready to get up out of here. All right. Even though the scriptures say we're going to go through tribulation, but nevertheless, the story of the elect, all right, is a victorious story, man. So Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, meaning the prophecies, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. All right. So our redemption draweth nigh even sooner than when we believe, man. All right. And Esau, Edom, our main enemies, finna get taken out of power. All right. So Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. Just a quick hit. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashem Chakodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also will well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and above the ball.